It's the second of 3 Lego release days inside like a week. We're in Birmingham. The Lego store is just behind me. The new Black Pearl Captain Jack Sparrow's pirate ship releases today. I'm not even planning on buying it, but I am hoping if we head down to the store, because it's one of the bigger stores, they'll have one in there built for us to have a little look at. And I do want to see just how big it is. Once we're done here, we're also going to head over the city and check out the Legoland Discovery Centre store, which is always well worth a look because it often has retired bits. It definitely has some exclusive bits. So we're going to have a rummage, see what we can find, and hopefully not be convinced to buy a Black Pearl if it looks really, really awesome. I realise I am operating a little bit of a risk here by just going and looking at it. Or at least we plan to have a look at it, but it doesn't look like they have a built one in here. They do have plenty of them on the shelves. $299.99, confirmed with the exclusive gift with purchase as well. But that, looking at the box, I think is the closest we're going to get, because they don't have a built one in the window, which I was convinced they would have. In fact, scratch that, they do have one in the back of the window, so I couldn't see it from outside. And I didn't think to turn around when I came in, but there it is. It's not actually as big as I thought it would be. It's probably from the bottom of the stand to the top of the sail, no more than 2 feet, maybe not even that. The minifigures are very cool. It's just, even though it's not quite as big as I thought, it's still too big to fit on my shelf where I've got my other pirate stuff. So I suspect we can safely leave it on the shelf. It does look very, very cool. I want it quite a lot. There are a couple of other cool displays in here. I like the way they've got the Pixar lamp next to Wall-E and Eve with the new Cruella de Vil's car as well. I think that's quite a nice little Disney display. On the topic of pirate ships, I'm not sure I'd seen that one built before. I'm probably more likely to go home with that today. I think I could avoid either of them, but that one does always call to me. And I know it's been out months now, but I think it's the first time I've seen that built. That is so much smaller than I thought it was. Next to the Krusty Burger, there's so much room to have stuff on display in here. They've got these little display capsules all the way around the room, so it's just so much more built in here than we get over Milton Keynes. Including this very strong argument for me to put Arkham Asylum in the Lego City as part of a Halloween display, because it looks very cool. Back to back with the haunted house. We've obviously got that little one. We've also got the big one as well, and a few other Halloween bits. So that might be a shout for short-term placement for Arkham Asylum. And that's the first time I've seen Hogsmeade displayed anyway, other than just buildings in a row. Frustratingly, it does look cooler like that. Still not paying 350 quid for it though. I don't remember seeing that on the shelf in the store for a little while. I know it retires this year. It doesn't become any less tempting. One last ogle before I leave, and then I have to walk away. I have nowhere to put it. It would be a bad decision. It doesn't sit right with me on a Lego release day. There was no queue at the Lego store, but 2 doors down, there is quite a long queue to get into Pop Mart. Have I backed the wrong horse here? I realise as well the way I left that Lego store, it would have been perfect to cut to me walking down the street holding the Black Pearl. I haven't. I don't have it with me. I am still at risk because I'm heading down to another Lego store as well. But at the moment, I've managed to resist it. It does look very, very cool. But like I said when I was in the store, it's not like Titanic big, so it's not going to be like a huge, impressive centerpiece for the living room. It's not going to replace Jeff, the massive T-Rex dinosaur, or, you know, the Disney castle. It's not quite on that scale, but at the same time, it's too big to go on the shelf where I've got things like Eldorado Fortress, the Pirates of Barracuda Bay. Yes, I love pirates. I've got quite that large pirate display at the moment, but that doesn't fit in it, so I'd need to put it somewhere else. I don't really have any open top shelf space. It doesn't fit in the Lego City. What I'm getting at is, as much as I love it and as much as I want it, it goes in the same category as that massive crane, the big Technic crane that I've wanted from the moment it came out, but it's like 500 quid. And as much as I would love to own it, as much as I would enjoy buying it, I would love building it. Once it's built, it is very much a case of, guess I have to put this away now. And £300 is a lot of money. And that set is a lot of cool for something that I'm just going to build and then put away. So we must be sensible. We don't have to have everything. We don't have to have everything. Just pulled into the car park for the other Lego store. I do like the fact that I can see the massive Lego giraffe from here. I want him in my garden. If anyone from Lego is watching, and I know some of you probably do, if anyone from Lego is watching and you are ever done with that, I will buy it from you. I genuinely, seriously want it in my garden. And as I stroll down to the Discovery Centre, I guess I'll answer a couple of the frequently asked questions I get whenever I come here. Firstly, can you go into the shop here without needing a ticket? Yes, you can. There's separate doorways, both here and in Manchester. You don't have to have a ticket to the Discovery Centre. You can just go into the Lego store. It's not a Lego store run by Lego. It is a Merlin one, just like in Manchester and at Legoland Windsor. But they do now do Lego Insider points, and they usually have the gift of purchase in there as well. So I'm expecting to see the Black Pearl, probably behind the counter, because obviously it is a little bit more kiddie focused. You're not allowed into the Discovery Centre itself unless you are a child or with a child, but you can go in the store. But because of that, the store is obviously focused at the clientele of the building more than Herberts like me. But they usually have a little bit, and they also usually have some of the previous gifts of purchase that are no longer available in the normal Lego store. So we'll check those out. They usually have a sign for those in the window. They have their Legoland exclusive sets in here as well. They occasionally have some retired stuff, although we're getting a little bit late in the year for retired stuff now. And they also often have their poly bags as well that you can usually only get from non-Lego stores. So lots of cool bits and bobs that you don't normally get. And then, of course, there's this guy. Okay, that's quite cool. They've got the Birmingham bull built in the window, which is very cool. And obviously the gaming promo is going on at the moment as well. And they always have the massive Titanic in the window that I was told last time I was here, the staff here built that in the staff room during COVID. And then this is what I was saying before about them still having the gift of purchase. So the Hogsmeade one is still in here. The Italian Riviera one is still here. The Jack Sparrow one from today is here. They've still got the Genesis one in. So there's a little bit more in the way of gift to purchase than you can get in a normal Lego store. They are for Lego Insiders only. You do get the Lego Insiders points as well. So it's all good stuff. And there is the main event of the day. Captain Jack Sparrow's pirate ship. Just the one available on the shelf. I imagine there'll be a few more behind the till. And like I say, they do have a little bit of assortment of the over 18 stuff in here. But it's mainly more focused at the younger builders. Well, as you can see, there is a little something for the Trekkies as well, including that set that I will pick up at some point. I'm just waiting for a deal on that. Of course, now we've got Diagon Alley in the Lego City. The temptation to get Gringotts gets stronger, but not today. Now, if we head to the back of the store, it looks like this whole area has now been taken over with Duplo, but we do get into a few of the younger age group Marvel bits, younger age group Disney stuff. They've got the advent calendars in here as well. That's a set I keep meaning to pick up because there's a few good rebrickables that use that set. Obviously with stuff like Lego Friends, I'm not an expert, so it's hard for me to pick out if any of this stuff is rarer or closer to retiring. I'll leave it to you to tell me all about that. Lego City I am a little bit more aware of though, and this is all the newer stuff in here, including the massive city tower that I still don't have, and I've not actually seen any good rebrickables on that yet. I thought there'd be loads of them, but it seems to be being ignored. I am also on the lookout for a set to take on holiday. Me and Anna are going on holiday in a week or so, and I do like to have a set to take with me to build while she's having her naps. So whether I get an airport or an airplane or something like that, or something more beachy themed, it is very much our beachy holiday for the year. So if you've got suggestions for that, let me know. I really like that set as well. That's another one that once there's some good rebrickables will definitely end up in the city. More of the advent calendars and lots more Lego City. And then we've got all of these Creator 3-in-1 bits and bobs. The that pirate ship's retired, I think, isn't it? The Creator 3-in-1 pirate ship. I've certainly not seen it in the Lego store recently. I've got it already, I don't need another one. But I feel like that might be retired. And then lots of the postcards and things, and they get yourself a Legoland Discovery Centre coin as well. I already get them from Disneyland. I don't just start getting the Legoland ones too. There's a nice big Ninjago section in here as well, including an on-the-shelf Ninjago City Markets, which I've not seen in a normal Lego store for ages. I remember them having them at Legoland Windsor, but that is retiring this year, and I'm very much waiting for a Black Friday sale and hoping it still exists then so I can grab one like I did Gardens last year. Likewise, that Disney Castle, I didn't even see on the shelves at Disneyland Paris last week, so very rare to see that in the new box as well. It's not got the Disney 100 branding, but that's another one that retires this year. So it gives you a little bit of an indication that when this stuff does retire, there's a good chance that some of it will still be in here for a little while afterwards, which is what you find when you come in here in like February, March time. They'll have the odd bit. We've got the new Wicked bits that we still haven't built yet. They are sat down in the Lego room at home, ready to build. We've got a little bit of a stream build backlog at the moment. And then we've got the Legoland exclusive set, so the big Legoland Park, which we have got in the Lego City at the moment, albeit missing the skull, which I still haven't found. And then they've got some of the smaller sets, not all of them, I don't think. I feel like I've got more than 5. They've got some of them down there. We've got lots more Disney on that side. And then lots more Marvel on this side, and as you can see as well, lots of the Legoland merch stuff like the swords and the shields and the plushies. And then there is that sea of poly bags over there as well. It's also a big pick-a-brick wall here, which is always good. A little bit cheaper than in the normal Lego store as well, I think. £15 for a large box. I feel like it's 17 in the main Lego store. Oh no, we've got Christmas plushies out. Gingerbread Man as well. There's a Halloween one there. That is tempting. We might have to get the Santa Claus plush. The shark one as well, of course. Anna loves sharks. And then lots of the poly bags as well, including the Christmas ones from, I think that was from last year. That was a gift with purchase last year. A lot of these are former gift with purchase or former insiders rewards, including that one that I know was very popular when that was a gift with purchase. And then they also have some of the Lego store exclusive stuff as well, which previously you couldn't get in the Legoland shops before they joined back up with Lego properly again when they were just Merlin. But this stuff, you won't find things like these in Smith's. These are Lego store exclusives. And they've also got the Christmas stuff back out down the bottom as well, which is always very snazzy. But there's your confirmation. That's the Lego store door, and that's the Discovery Centre door. So they are separate entrances, which is good. What's also good is that I managed to make it out of 2 Lego stores today without accidentally buying a black pearl. So I think I've managed to survive release day and the exclusive gift with purchase. I am good for a while, at least until it gets some kind of exclusive discount or double points or stuff like that. And when that happens, I'm just relying on there being other stuff that I want more. Like if it gets discounted, and it won't be, but if it's discounted Black Friday this year, hopefully it goes at a discount with stuff like Ninjago City Markets, which I'm going to want more. And I'm just relying on there forever being something that I want more so that I don't accidentally get it, because I definitely have absolutely nowhere to put it. But I think that's it for my Lego adventure in Birmingham. I'm going to head back to the car and then get back to trying to figure out where to put Arkham Asylum in the Lego City. Very much welcoming your suggestions on that still. But if you have enjoyed this video, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for us. Subscribe to the channel for loads more Lego content. And thank you very much for watching.